What's up guys, Frank with Linemaker Sports here. In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys why buying points is so significant, and if you don't know what buying points is, I'm going to go over that as well. Also, do want you guys to know, if you guys are interested in a sports book, certain sports book that you guys need to join. If you don't know what sports book to even join in the first place, go in the description, check out betus.com. You're going to want to link up with them. They do a 100% deposit bonus no matter what you put in there. They're going to match it in free play, so make sure you guys go in the description, check that out. Also, check out our website in the description as well. If you guys want our plays, if you guys want our coaching session, if you guys want to know what we're about here at Linemaker Sports, go in the description. Alright guys? Also, throw us a little subscribe, throw us a like. Hit those notification buttons, guys, if you want to be notified when these videos come up. Make sure you guys do that. That's pretty important. So, let's go over to the whiteboard, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why buying points is so significant in sports betting. What's up, guys? Frank with Linemaker Sports here. Now I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what buying points is before I get to the examples. Alright, so buying points is taking a point spread that they're giving you at a sports book and making it either a less more value or more value. Okay, so that means, for an example, let's go to the totals. Most sports books allow this. Some don't, and if they don't, you definitely should be a part of one that does. Now, once again, let's go to the totals. If you're going on a total, let's say in the NFL, let's say total is 47. Now, let's say you want to take the over in that, but you want a lesser number. So you want 46.5, 46, 45, 45.5, whatever you want. You should be able to go to the total on the sports book and be able to buy that number down to whatever you want. Now, you do got to pay additional juice on that. Sometimes it's minus 130, minus 140, minus 150, around that. That's usually what you want to pay. You never really want to buy more than, let's say, 3 points at a time, because then you do really have to buy, like, your juice is really going down to like minus 170, minus 180, minus 200. Like, you don't want to really get down in that. Alright, so we never suggest probably buying more than 3 points at a time. Now, if you want to do this with point spread is the same exact thing. In the point spreads, let's say a team is minus 7. Let's say you want to take them down to minus 6, minus 6.5. You go on your sports book, click that. You should be able to choose if you want that at minus 6, minus 6.5, whatever you want to buy it down to. Alright, it's that simple. That is what buying points is. Examples. We got 2 examples here. These are college basketball, and now I'm going to explain to you why it's so important sometimes. Alright guys, so let's take the first game. We have Evansville versus Eastern Illinois. Alright, the over-under in this game was 133. What we took was the over in this game. Now, what we did though is we bought 1.5 points and bought it down to 131.5. Now, you guys are going to see from the little highlights up here, you're going to see what the total ended up being at the end of that game. So the total actually ended up being 133. Alright, exactly the number that was posted right before game time. Alright, so if we did not buy this down to 131.5, you guessed it guys, we would have tied, we would have pushed. Alright, we wouldn't have lost, but we wouldn't have won. So we would have pushed that one. Instead, we bought 1.5 points, got it at 131.5. What do? We end up cashing out on that one. Alright, so now the next example I do want to give you guys, again, college basketball. St. Mary's versus UTEP. Over-under in this game was 134.5. Alright, we took the over in this game. What we did was we bought 2.5 points. Alright, it's a lot of points, but we bought 2.5 points, got it down to 132. Now, you're going to see that the total in this game ended up being 134. So, if you would have took the over at 134.5, you lost. Alright, so we bought the points down to 132. So what happens? We end up cashing out by 2 points. Now, that's very crucial. That right there shows you that you can win or lose depending on buying points or not. So it is very important sometimes in certain games to be able to pinpoint when to buy points and when not to. Alright guys? So when it comes to sports like, let's say, football is very key. That is a very key sport where you need to buy numbers, because you need to buy points at certain key numbers. Key numbers are, like in football, you know, 7, your 3s, your 10, your 14. Those are key numbers in point spreads in football that you need to watch out for. Those are cases where you should buy points. Basketball, you got to look at where the line ends in basketball and the totals. That's where we just use these as examples. Like when it's 134.5, well, it wasn't like that all day. All right, so it was at like 133, but it went all the way up to 134.5. So what do? We got it down below where the original number was, where it started at. Alright, it gives you a little bit of an advantage. Alright, so that's why we bought 2.5 points on this game, and that was the deciding factor in whether we win that bet or lose that bet. So that's why buying points is so important in sports betting. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video about why it's so important to buy points when it comes to either the point spreads or the totals. And if you didn't know what that was, hopefully it helped you to let you know exactly what that is. It's very important that you do know this when it comes to sports betting. So if you liked that video, make sure give us a thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because we're going to be pumping videos left and right. If you guys are already a part of the channel, thanks for subscribing. And make sure you do throw us a like. Once again, the sportsbook issue. A lot of people don't know where to bet. So if you want to know where we bet at, make sure you guys go in the description, BetUS. Make sure you guys sign up with them. 100% deposit bonus. It's pretty good, guys. They're a pretty good sportsbook, and they allow you to buy points on spreads and totals. Alright? So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Frank from Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.